Ever wonder why some people seem to have the magic touch when it comes to money? Could it be that they're just smarter, luckier, or are they playing a different game altogether? Welcome, dear listener, to The Mind Architect. This is the place where we delve into the intriguing interplay between our brains and our bank balances. You see, the decisions we make about money are often guided more by our emotions than by logic. But fear not. Today we'll learn how to turn those tables and outsmart our brains to get filthy rich. Do you ever feel like money just slips through your fingers almost like it's not real? That's what we call the spending illusion. Now, imagine you're out shopping. You have two payment options, a crisp $100 bill or a credit card. Which one would you rather use? Most of us would instinctively choose the credit card. But why is that? Well, that's because our brains perceive spending differently based on the form it takes. This is the core of the spending illusion. When we spend cash, we physically see the money leaving our hands. It feels more real, and we are more aware of the financial impact of our actions. On the other hand, when we swipe a card or click that Buy Now button online, the transaction feels almost weightless. We don't see the money go, and so we tend to overspend. This psychological quirk is even more pronounced in a world shifting rapidly towards digital transactions. Mobile payments, online shopping, contactless cards, they all contribute to this illusion of effortless spending. It's easy to forget that behind every swipe, tap, or click, there's real money changing hands. The spending illusion can have a significant impact on our financial health. It can lead to overspending, undersaving, and even debt. We might end up buying things we don't need, or spending beyond our means without even realizing it. It's a dangerous game, and it's one that our brains are wired to play. So, how do we outsmart our own minds? The key is to make spending real again. This could mean using cash more often or keeping a close eye on your bank balance. It could mean setting spending limits or even just taking a moment to think before you buy. Remember, every dollar spent is a dollar less in your pocket, and every dollar saved is a step closer to financial freedom. So next time you're about to swipe that card, ask yourself, is this purchase worth it? To beat the spending illusion, we need to make spending real again. Have you ever felt richer just because your assets' value went up, even though your cash in hand hasn't changed? Welcome to the wealth effect. Picture this. The value of your home or your stock portfolio increases. Suddenly you're walking a little taller, feeling a bit more flush. You might even find yourself splurging on that high-end coffee machine or booking a lavish vacation. This psychological phenomenon, where perceived wealth influences spending behavior, is known as the wealth effect. Here's the twist. Your actual wealth hasn't changed. Your paycheck hasn't increased and your savings account looks the same. The extra value in your assets isn't liquid cash you can spend, unless you sell them, of course. But does your brain recognize this? Nope. It's too busy planning how to spend this newfound wealth. This wealth effect can lead to overconfidence in financial decisions. You might start taking unnecessary risks, like investing in volatile markets or making large purchases that are beyond your actual means. Before you know it, you've overspent, and your actual wealth takes a hit. So, how do you avoid falling into this mind trap? Start by separating your assets from your spending power. Your assets' value can fluctuate, but this shouldn't dictate your spending habits. Instead, base your expenditures on your income and savings, essentially, the cash you have at hand. Next, stay informed. Understanding the wealth effect and how it influences your decisions can help you keep it in check. Recognize when you're feeling richer because your assets' value has gone up and remind yourself that this doesn't mean you have more money to spend. Finally, practice mindful spending. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, can I truly afford this? Is this a want or a need? This can help you avoid overspending and keep your actual wealth intact. So, the next time you see that your assets' value has risen, take a moment to celebrate. But don't let it change your spending behavior. Remember, a rise in asset value doesn't necessarily mean you're richer. Why is it that more money doesn't always equal more happiness? That's the money-happiness paradox. You see, there's a fascinating phenomenon where happiness doesn't increase proportionally with income. Imagine a graph, if you will. At first, as income increases, so does happiness. It makes sense, right? More money means more security, more options, more everything. But after hitting a certain income level, the happiness curve starts to plateau. In other words, more money doesn't automatically equate to more joy. Now you might be asking yourself, why is that? Well, it's because after our basic needs are met, additional income often goes towards things that don't necessarily enhance our long-term happiness. We might splurge on instant pleasures or luxuries that only offer temporary satisfaction. It's a bit like eating a whole chocolate cake in one sitting. It might be fun for a while, but eventually, you're going to feel sick. So, what's the key to outsmarting this paradox? Mindful spending and investing. Instead of chasing momentary pleasure, focus on creating long-term wealth. Invest in experiences that bring you joy, relationships that bring you love, and assets that bring you passive income. Remember, money is a tool, not a goal. It's a means to create the life you want, not the end-all be-all of life itself. True wealth is about more than just money. It's about happiness, too. Now that you're equipped with these mind tricks, are you ready to outsmart your brain and get filthy rich? We've journeyed through the money matrix, unraveling the spending illusion and the wealth effect, which often cloud our financial decisions. We've unpacked the money-happiness paradox, and how it can trick us into thinking that more money means more happiness. Remember, the key is awareness. By understanding these concepts, you can turn the tables on your brain, making informed decisions that lead to true wealth. It's not just about having more, but about achieving financial freedom. Start today. Apply these mind hacks in your financial life. Be it your next purchase, your saving habits, or your investment decisions, see how these principles can change your financial game. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below with your thoughts, and remember, the game isn't over until you win.